Hi, good evening. How was your day?
Yeah, it has been nice. I went to school. So yeah, it was a pretty normal day.
You went to school?
Hmm.
In which class?
I'm in class 9.
In class 9. Ah, where do you stay, Adrija? Please let me ask you that first. Where do you stay?
Oh, I stay in West Bengal. I'm from West Bengal.
You're
Like
from
I'm
West
from the
Bengal.
north of West Bengal.
All right. Okay. Yes, Adrija. Please tell me something about yourself. Just a
I'm
bit.
sure.
Introduce. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you know, my name is Adrija and I live in West Bengal.
All right.
Well, my favorite things to do are to probably read books,
Mm-hmm.
sing, play the
Sing.
synthesizer. Yeah.
Wow, you sing good. Do you?
Yeah, I
I can,
guess.
I can, I can, I can guess that by your voice. You sound very, very sweet and nice.
Thank
And
you.
just because of that, I can say that you must be, very good at singing.
Thank
No?
you.
So have you joined any classes or school? You perform any, maybe musical, whatever performances or all of that in the school? Do you do that?
Yes, I mean, like, whenever there is something to sing in the school, they always choose me. Like, you have to sing this
Wow.
and you have to sing that. So I basically perform every time at school. And I did take classes when I was young, but I don't take them now.
I was that girl in the school. When I was in my school, I was that girl. I used to sing well, and every time there used to be anything, any
Hmm.
festival, any function, or anything, annual function, or anything of that sort. The teachers used to come to me for like, there's this song and you need to sing. So I was pretty good at singing. So when I'm looking at you, I feel like, oh yes, great. So you have any plans of pursuing this as your career, singing, or maybe playing any musical instrument or anything that sort?
Oh, well, of course, I am always going to sing forever. I mean, like, singing is one of my favorite hobbies, but
Wow.
pursuing that as a career, I have never thought of that. But
It's too early.
whatever I
Huh.
do, but I'm always going to have singing as my hobby because I love listening to songs and singing.
What kind of songs do you love hearing?
Well, everything, absolutely. Like, I love Bengali songs as my mother tongue is Bengali, and then Hindi, English, anything.
Anything?
Yeah,
So Bollywood and do you like all of that?
yeah, everything.
Typical everything.
Hmm.
Great, great, great. And how about the musical instruments? You like playing them?
Yes, I only know how to play the synthesizer. Yes, I know how to play
Synthesizer.
the harmonium as well. But
Ah,
I'd love to
wow.
know how to play the guitar because you can sing any songs with guitar and it's a
Yeah.
very beautiful instrument.
But is it difficult to play guitar? I mean,
I don't know, I have
I
never
think,
tried.
yeah, you haven't. But do you have this knowledge that there must be some of your friends who must be learning or going for classes for guitar? Is it difficult to? I think it's difficult. What is your take on that?
Well, one of my friends did take classes, and I
Hmm.
told her that tell me how to play the guitar, at least tell me some chords or something like that. And
Hmm.
she was like, I have totally forgot. You can remember something, and then
No, but practice is important, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So she told me that, this is a chord, and the main thing is that you have to push those strings and at the particular places. So that is a little bit hard to,
Absolutely.
remember everything and
Right.
basically do that all the time. And if
Right.
you cannot play it with your hands, you need
Hmm.
that
Those
thing.
are
Otherwise,
that
your
little, yeah,
fingers
yeah,
are
yeah.
going to like it is going to sting, and it
Right,
did.
right.
So
Yeah.
I just stopped it there. I didn't try, but I would love to learn.
You love to learn a guitar.
Hmm.
Right. So basically music is your thing. No?
Hmm.
Learning an instrument, it is so great. It is such a nice thing to hear that you're into music, and you also want to keep it as like a part of your life in future also. Even if you don't pursue it as a career, but then still you want to keep it as a part of your life. This is great, great. Don't ever leave it, okay? Don't ever, because I did the same thing, so I don't want kids to do that. Music is, I myself, I love music. uh all sorts of all genres. But yes, it shouldn't be out of your life if you love it that much. And how about the school? How is it that any particular subject you like, any teacher, anything? Please tell me a little about your school life. How's it
Uh-huh.
going?
Yes, it's been going pretty great. And after the lockdown and Corona and everything, we are again
Yeah.
back. And the thing is that I love to go to school now. And it's just so we were like stuck in our homes for 2 years.
Yes.
And now when
Yes.
I'm going to school, I'm like, oh, I'm finally free. And that is the thing I'm feeling. So I really love to go to school. And
Yeah.
well, the classes have been going really well, I'd say. And now it's a little bit hard because nine is quite harder than eight because the
Of course.
difference is a lot. Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. So it's good to meet your friends and teachers and hold that environment of the school. So is everything normal as far as the corona and COVID circumstances were concerned? Everything is normal now. Schools are going like pretty on a normal schedule.
Yeah, everything is normal. Like nobody wears mask or anything. It doesn't feel like there is anything known as corona.
Everyone is acting like there's no COVID now. But yes, there still is.
It
All
is.
right. But then okay, if everyone is acting like there's no COVID now. But great. School life is going good. So what do you do after school? Like after you come back, what do you do?
Oh
What
well,
yeah.
yeah. So there are a lot of things. I don't really take tuitions. So I am like I'm studying on my own, and of course with the help of my parents. And so I first do all of my homeworks and all, and then I read anything else. I mean, like related to school, probably related to studies, but it can be of some other class or something else. I just love to read anything at that time in studies. And then yes, I enjoy a little bit of like my time, me time. Like anything I do, listening to songs, watching any TV, and anything, I do that. So these are the three things that I do basically after coming from
So you
school.
don't like playing, going outside, playing physical activities. By playing, I mean physical activities. You don't like to do that?
Oh, well, it doesn't really happen because I don't really have a ground or friends in my neighborhood to play with. I know that sucks, but still I
Ah,
don't. So I don't really play. I only play at school with my
at
school
school.
friends. So, but here I don't really have any friends or someone to play
Right,
with. So I don't.
right. So you don't go out in the evenings and
Hmm.
for maybe plays or anything for a walk or something like that. No,
No.
no. That's kind of little. Okay, so Adrija, you said you like to read.
Hmm.
So, what kind of books do you write? Do you also like to read novels? I mean, shifting it from not just studies. Studies is fine. That's okay. But then, apart from that, do you like reading maybe novels, some interesting comics, okay, and all of that? Do you like that?
Yes, I don't really read comics, but I do read a lot of novels and all. And
Novels,
yes, I do, and it's one of my favorite hobbies ever. Like apart from singing.
right? That is so good. I mean, these are the hobbies which is like so good, and you have like both of them, reading and music. Okay, so both of them you have, and it is so good. I mean, you don't need anyone else to pass your time with. All right, if you
Hmm.
have music and if you have books around, you exactly don't need anyone else. I
Yeah.
completely see myself in you. Okay, I used to do the same thing. I mean, I was so much indulged into music when I was in school. As I told you, I was so good with singing and also with dancing. I was pretty good with dancing. Are you also into dancing?
Yes, of course. Like it's the
Any
same
form
with
of?
dancing. Like saying I do love dancing. I don't consider that as my hobby because I don't really dance that much at home. But
Mhm.
I think I dance well because in the schools they're also like telling me to dance all the
So
time when
any form, any particular form of dancing, like Kathak or anything of that sort? Do you
yes,
do
of
anything?
course. I
Which
did
one?
learn Kathak when I was
Ah,
young, and I
uh-huh.
do love dancing. I do love Kathak and also classical dances, like
Classical dance.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, I learned Bharatnatyam when I was little. and it was so good. Now, I mean, then only I lost the whole track of dancing. It was so good. I was out of practice. But then, if you are good at dancing, also, you should definitely continue with Kathak, and it's kind of a physical activity plus
Mhm.
music. Of course, it's connected with music. So yeah. So yes, you are into dancing also. You're into singing also. You're into reading also. You're like multi what talented and multi. So good, so good, so good. So like all your friends are like that also, or it's just you who's indulgent to all of that, or your all your friends are like that? No.
Well, not none of my friends are like into all of these things, but one of my friends is like super super huge fan of books, and we are
Oh.
always talking about any kind of novels. I'm borrowing a novel from her, she is borrowing a novel from me, and this happens. And
uh,
another friend of mine is super into music, and we are always talking about the songs. So this is how it works,
and you
basically.
are the mix of both.
Yeah.
No. You are like the common factor between the two friends.
Yes.
No. Great, great, great. So they must be like that. I need to talk to Adrija, about
Mhm.
anything. If that music one wants to talk, she'll come to you, and the book one wants to talk, she'll come to you. So you like the
Yeah.
common factor between the two, no?
Hmm.
Wow, that is amazing, amazing, Adrija. Since you must have read the session document we had for today, it was weddings. But I don't know if we should talk about weddings. I mean, it's too early for you to talk about
Yeah.
weddings. So
I also
that's
saw
kind
it,
of.
and yeah, I was confused that what am I supposed to tell about weddings?
That's all right, because you are too young to talk about weddings, baby. You can give a little view about, how you feel about, oh, when you go you must be attending weddings, right?
Yeah.
So, what is the particular reason you go and attend? For what particular reason? Maybe food. Like I go to weddings for food. Okay, just to eat food, nice food. Okay, but what is your purpose of going there? Music, dance, functions, dressing up, or food, or photographs? What?
So, well, basically, when there is a wedding and just, someone has invited us and we are going to go, of course, for food, because I never go for dressing up and photo shoot. I'm not a
Yeah,
big fan of those. So,
yeah,
I would go for food and eat and come back. So that is all. But when,
yeah.
there is a relative's wedding, like we have to stay there for a few days. And that is the part where I enjoy a lot is I can
Yes.
meet with everyone, all of my uncle, aunts, my cousins. So,
Yeah.
and that is the thing I love the most about the any wedding of any relative.
Right. So if it's a family function, everyone meets and they spend time together. It's great to be that. Yeah, yeah. No, I was talking about if when someone invites us and we just have to go and attend the wedding and come back, with our parents. So that's when you go just for food because we
Yeah.
don't care about anything else, right?
Hmm. What should we care about?
What should we
Probably,
care about?
yeah, possibly. I don't even know the bride or the bridegroom, anyone. I'm just going and coming back.
Bride, groom, or anyone else for that matter.
Yeah.
Don't even know anyone. So, like, food is the only survival factor there, right?
Hmm.
Right. Awesome. 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 So, we obviously cannot go deep into talking about weddings, Adrija. But yes. All right. So, since you just kind of have a minute left for the session to end, do you want me to give a little review?
Yes, sure.
But Aditya, there's nothing much to say. I mean, you speak brilliantly, okay? You speak amazingly, all right? So you put the words very perfectly. Sentences, the framing of sentences is great. Fluency is awesome. Pronunciation of words is on spot. All right. So there's no much of a problem. I cannot find any mistake or anything. So what you're doing is great. You read a lot. That is amazing. Your hobbies are amazing, and what you're doing, just keep doing that, and you are good to go. And all the best for your future and your studies. All right, Adrija, it
Thank
was
you so
great,
much
great,
for your.
great talking to you. Great
Thank you.
talking to you, and thank you for joining.
Yeah,
All right,
same here.
bye bye. Have a nice day, Adrija.
Yeah.
See you.
Bye.